So let us once more put ourselves in the presence of the source of life, the source of light, and the source of love. The biggest obstacle that we have in our spiritual life as a journey towards our own freedom is derived from our ignorance that identifies us and that, and then to see how can we deal with it. Deal with it means how can we make it an open channel for divine grace to flow to others rather than it being an obstacle. At the beginning of the personality development course, I give a small story. If I was the ego, then what would be my history? Where would I come from? And so today's thought went, in the beginning, pure consciousness was I, vast without limit and formless like the sky. I was like the infinite ocean profound, deep, pure bliss was I, like a peaceful state of sleep. This is my pure consciousness. If it is as easy as that, how is it that it goes unrecognized? How is it that we don't know? If we are free already, how is it that we do not know? And so, in this vast ocean of consciousness, to use this great comparison, we find small waves arising, and one of these waves makes a small camp. Actually, the camp is universally designed for certain functions within the waves of system, or you might say within the play of waves in life's drama. So waves arise in this universe. In fact, when we look closely at the universe, we find underneath everything is only waves. There are many physicists who say that underneath everything is only waves, and that what we find as space and time and this and that as dividedness is all really just an approximation of what is there. And so for the performance of its function, a wave can arise. It has to be modified and curled up as waves do and make a small camp for functions to unfurl. And then there's a declaration. The ego comes in, an identification that this wave to say, a camp being established, I am the camp manager. I am camp manager, it shouted and did declare. Pride swelled in it, and plans it started to prepare for the future. Why should it prepare plans? We have plans of our own, all looking to the future. If we dwell on these plans with any sense of hope or anxiety, then this is a painful situation for us. Doubting that plans will go into fruition in the future, we doubt and worry and lose our sleep. But somehow this little wave felt a separateness and made its own defense, for no one else to prevail and break down its pretense. Respect was lost and anger rose as compassion was denied, and its independent urge to live was fueled by its pride. And in these words, we'll identify exactly our situation. Of course, it can get worse, because this small ego can identify with land, nationality, color, caste, creed. And then we can fight on a global scale and create misery to untold millions of people. But you see, if the ego wave like this did tell its tale, as I have now told it, and how it came to be, it would surely play its wavy game with others in the sea. Still knowing that a wave like this is oneness and divine, and that many waves will come and go, but the ocean is sublime. And so let us dwell on these words and look for other manifestations within this ocean in the form of those suffering, those who are sensitive to the COVID-19 virus, either because they have lost people or they are currently in intensive care, or there are close relatives, families, and friends who are caught up in it. And those who are in isolation and feel lonely, particularly the elderly and the vulnerable. Let us extend our loving compassion to all these and all these beings. Let us extend our support and strength to all those working in essential industries and supporting in the healthcare sectors. Let us say a prayer before we start our meditation. O Lord, my heart swells with joy when I feel your being and your play. But oft times I forget and think I'm separated from thee. Please grant that the grace of constant remembrance is something that we all have. We can only access this with divine grace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.